All right, hello once again, Jeff Scott from Jeff Teaches Programming. And let's see, I'm still producing the last video that I just completed, but I have completed my discussion of this object-oriented program, and I'm working on the person program. So let's get back into that. And what I did was I kind of dug through my code and looked for anything that I ran off a copy, and I looked for anything that could look funky in it. All right, so let's take a look at what at least possibly, I'm not saying it does, but I'm saying possibly could look funky in this. All right, so let's see, what do we have here? Well, let's go into this. I think the program itself is pretty good, the class. So let's look at the regular programming part here. All right. So I've got main, I've got my first name, my last name, etc. And, I've got all this stuff in there. I could, where I've got all this stuff, string, first name, etc., I could just create them down there. All right, I'm not going to, but I could do that. All right, I've got my new person factory, create as many people as desired. Enter info, that looks good. All right, this, input a first name, really this, since all of these have been kind of doing the same thing, I could have probably written a routine like prompt for a string or something like that, but I'm going to leave it the way it is. All right, so first name, that all looks okay. All right, so I've got my try. Okay, just looking through my notes here. Like I said, I really scribbled a few things down to try to make this hopefully work now. All right, so we've got our catch. That looks okay. We want to ask them if they want to do another one. That all looks okay. Okay. I'm not going to break clear here, but I am going to clear here. In other words, I don't want to clear until they said that they want a listing of all the people who are here. All right, so this is our final. We can even put a right here and have it say, well, we cleared, so we don't need a new line. Final person list, something like that. Okay. All right, and again, if the count is 0, there were no people added. Otherwise, we do the for each, and we write everything in. That looks okay. Now, what I'm going to do here after this else is I'm going to use what's called a pause. So I'm going to say pause. It's not going to like that. Oh, what did I say? All right, let's see. Got that. That all looks good. All right, got all that. You'd probably figure that after they did this, they'd be done. So let's try this. Let's just say here, right, press any key to exit. No. and a read line. And let's see, print it out. I think, is it application.exit? No. All right, I don't remember what it was. I've looked this up a couple times before. Normal way to end a C# console program. I know it says it in here. That's it, environment.exit 0. I don't know why I don't remember that, but I don't. There. So that'll end it. The problem with this, it's not that it is a problem, but I just press any key to exit now. I don't like this. Let me go back and take a look one more time. Sorry about that. I'll come back in just a moment. All right. Again, I'm going through this program and trying to figure out ways to improve it. Okay. Now, one thing is, let's see. This exit, I'm going to change this to lowercase. All right. And I'm going to say here, if first name dot to lower equals exit. I'm going to do the same thing with all these other ones. You can see, hopefully, why writing one routine would have probably been a lot cleaner for this. So that'll fix that. All right, let's see. I don't like this press any key that we've got in here. There's just too much of it. So I'm going to write a routine. I'm going to write my own pause routine. All right. I've got one. All right. Static void pause. And I'll need to put in some kind of an input. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want that in here. That's the problem. It's inside a main right now. Can't have a function in a function, Jeff. Let's just put it, well, let's see. We will put it outside. That's okay. All right, now I've got too many of these, so let's get rid of that. All right. We're just going to say input equals press any key to continue. I think we can even go and put that up here. We can put that in as a default value. So we can say string input equals, and it's taking that. Press any key to continue. Then we will write the input. It's gray because we're not calling it yet. We will in a moment. And I'm going to use something read key. All right, and I'm going to set that equal to true. That will allow us to press any key, not just the enter key, which is what it's expecting now. So where we've got this press any key to continue, I'm now going to call pause. Now notice, since I gave it a default value, I don't have to put anything in here. All right, so anywhere I might have press any key to continue, and I don't even know if I have it anyplace else. So let's look. Okay, we've got it there, of course, and that's it. Good. All right, so we're calling it there. I think that's going to clean this up just a little bit. All right, and let's go in. Before we run it, let's take a quick look at our person class, like I said. All right, so we've got, that looks good. That all looks fine. I'm just looking for anything I might want to change in here. Let's run it and see if it works better, worse, if it works now, etc. All right, so let's come in here and do this. Well, there's no errors, and that's a good start always. All right, input a first name. Jeff Scott M 69. Enter any key to continue. Person was added. Okay. Do I want to add another person to the list? Yes. Okay. Bob Smith, male, 44. Press any key to continue. Do I want to add another person? Yes. Mary Jones, female, 22. Okay, that all looks good. Do I want to add another person? No. Okay, that all looks good. The gender is shown in lowercase, I guess because I used it too lower on there. I must have. Well, now with this, press any key to continue, and now I think I screwed it up. Now I think enter is going to screw it up. Oh, I don't need a read line anymore in there. I've got that in here, read key. So I should be able to just pause and then quit. All right. I want to run it, put a valid male and a valid female in there and make sure it works. Then we'll check the error conditions. So John Larson, male, 23. Yes. Maggie Blair, female, 44. No. There they are. So that looks good. Press any key to continue, and it closes. Good. That's good. So that's working now. So let's run it again and try checking our error conditions. Apologize for the clock in the background. Too late to turn it off now. So I'm going to leave this blank. Blank. Blank and blank. Oh. There's a problem with the clears right now. That's what it is. So let's try this. Mary Smith. And let's put something that's, let's put in J and -3. So gender must be M or F. That's good. Person was not added to the people list. That's good. So that is actually working. All right, let's go yes. So let's leave the first name blank. Scott, male, 56. Error value cannot be null. You must enter a first name. That's good. Person was not added. That's good. I want to add another person. Yes. Let's say Jim, and let's leave this one blank. Male, 44. All right, again, you must provide a last name. So that's working. Yes. So let's put in Julius Jacobs. And for the gender, let's put in G. Error, gender must be M or F. That's good. Person was not added. So all those are working. And it did stop that too. I don't know why it ended it right there. Let's just check the last one. So John Smith, male, 222. Error, person was not added. Add another person, yes. John Jones, male, 22. It says that person was added. No, I want to add another person. There is everything. So it's working. It's a little screwy right now. And I'm trying to think in here. Let's see. See, the problem is we're passing everything in at one time. It's not a problem. That's the way you're supposed to do it. However, if we come in here and we do all this stuff, so if we throw an exception, etc., let's say that if we throw an exception for all of these, starting with first name, let's just set it equal to nothing. So underscore first name equals nothing. Again, we're going to have a problem there. It's going to say unreachable code, I believe. Yep. It says first name does not exist. Well, we wouldn't want to do that anyway. It's the underscore first name. So let's do this. We've got that. Let's do this. We'll remove whatever's there. So let's do here value dot trim. So we'll remove any garbage that's in there. So if it's blank or whatever, we'll get rid of all that. All right, I don't know if that'll help at all, but I'm just trying to clean this program up a little bit. So the program does work the way it is. All right, but we're going to see if we can make it work better. How's that? All right, now I'm only 20 minutes in, but I'm going to go back and I'm going to look at this one right now, and I'm going to see if what I can do to try to make this a better program than it is right now. Okay, so I'll be back with that shortly.